And racing through to its finale there of Carnival of the Animals, that was Andre Kostelanetz and his orchestra. And before that, with The Swan, the soloist was Frank Miller. And of course, we had a little touch of Sir Noel Coward reading the Ogden Nash verses, and the music, of course, by Camille Saint-Saëns. Interestingly enough, he disallowed the performance of Carnival of the Animals except for The Swan when he was alive, and we've thankfully forgotten that he asked us to do that, because it's a great fun work. Talking of great fun works, I wonder if that might best describe what the Fremantle Performing Artists is all about. Brenton Foale, welcome to the microphone.
Thank you.
Brenton, what is that organisation?
Fremantle Performing Artists is a community theatre group with a difference. Most community theatre groups just put on productions. My vision for Fremantle Performing Artists is to also do workshops and teach acting for film, television and theatre.
So you have not just an end product, but the way to that end product.
That's right.
Yeah. How long have you been going?
Fremantle Performing Artists started, I think it was 2017, so about 3 years.
Yeah. So what do you think of the trajectory of things at the moment? Are you happy with where you are with them?
I am. We're a little bit of a gypsy theatre group. We did start off in Fremantle, which is where our name came from. But last year we moved to Maylands for rehearsals and workshops.
Oh, great.
We share a rehearsal space with Koorliny Arts, and we perform everywhere.
Yeah. Now, The Outsiders, the current new production, where is that being staged?
That's at Koorliny Arts Centre in Kwinana.
All right, so right alongside your birthplace.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about The Outsiders in a minute. Just very briefly, the little birdie has told me that as a 10-year-old you trotted along to say, teach me how to act, but you got thrown into direction.
Yes, I was... I always wanted to be an actor. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be an actor. And at the age of 10, I found out about this filmmakers retreat that they had back in Adelaide, where I grew up. And I nagged my parents and I said, look, I really want to do this. I want to be an actor. I want to go along to this. And Mum and Dad, they figured, well, it's a long weekend. We get rid of you for the weekend.
Good thinking.
And it only cost $20 back then. Yeah. And so I went along to this filmmakers retreat. They wanted actors 10 and up. And I went there and they said, so how much acting experience have you got? And I said, I haven't got any acting experience. I've never done it before. I thought that's what I'm here for. And they said, we don't know what to do with you. So they went and had a meeting and they came back and they said, look, we can't teach you to be an actor in a weekend. It takes a long time to build those skills up. So what we're going to do, we're going to teach you to direct. And I said, I'm 10. They said, we can't teach you anything else.
But it worked.
It worked. I made my first short film at the age of 10.
And of course, again, just skipping through the chronology, but you have been acting in, and particularly in television.
Oh, definitely. I've been in television, stage and
well, I know this is the corny usual question. What do you prefer?
Well, look, my roots are theatre. I've loved theatre for many, many years. As a result of theatre, I actually got into TV. I did Neighbours back in the late 80s. For about 3 years, I appeared in Neighbours as a regular character, not a big character. I never even got credited.
But you were there.
But I was there. I played one of the high school students, and I was in that quite a bit. But yeah, that's really how I got my professional stuff.
Right, let's talk about The Outsiders, please.
Yes.
Firstly, your knowledge of it goes beyond just saying, I'm going to direct this play, doesn't it? Isn't that something about the author and the book and all that sort of thing? So please, fill me in on that.
Well, Susan Hinton, S.E. Hinton, back in 1960s, would have been the end of the 60s, she wrote a book. It's because when she was in high school, there were two social groups. There were the Socias and there were the Greasers, and they were rival gangs. And she used to hang out with the Greasers. The Greasers are the underdogs. She used to hang out with the Greasers, and one of her friends was beaten up one day. Her and him, her and her friend were just walking along the street. A car pulled up, and the Socias jumped out and started beating him up because he was a greaser.
Yeah.
And so she decided to write a book called The Outsiders, which is about social class, and it's about the greasers, the underdogs, who dream of actually becoming something. They dream of being socially accepted.
Yes.
And things like that. And it's a beautiful story. Beautiful story.
And so that story was, did she turn it into a play or somebody else?
Christopher Sergel from American Dramatic Arts.
Ah, yes.
He wrote the script, the stage play.
And how did you first become enamoured of the stage play?
I was looking for it on stage. I knew there had to be a stage play of it, so I looked it up, and that's how I found it.
Now, you're in the middle of rehearsals now, or just coming to the end?
Coming to the end. We open in less than 2 weeks.
Right, so let's do all that sort of bread and butter stuff for the start. Now, big cast, small cast, and where are you performing?
Reasonable sized cast. I'd say probably 15 to 20 cast members. So it's a nice sized cast. That's including extras.
Yes.
We've got some young kids playing extras in there. We've got everyone's really well talented.
Yes. But you've got some of experience and some whose talent is being moulded by you at the moment.
Yeah, some of the cast have never been in plays before, and it's amazing to see their growth over the last 5 months.
A question I often put, and it is another corny question from yours truly, but I've often put it to directors: why would I want to go and see The Outsiders?
The Outsiders is a beautiful story. It's about, as I said, it's about the underdogs. And it's it really takes the audience through a journey of human development, human emotions and things like that. It's just fantastic.
Would you consider the message a positive one, or?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So you come out feeling that something has been achieved in the relationships that you've seen on stage.
Yeah, it's also it's a tragic play as well.
Yes.
It's a very sad story, but it's beautiful.
Now, okay, I know we've talked about where it is, but say again, and perhaps for people that don't know that particular stage venue.
So it's the Koorliny Arts Centre in Kwinana.
Whereabouts in Kwinana?
It's the corner of Hutchins and Sulphur Road.
Okay. Now, what about buying tickets? Can people just ring up or just turn up?
You can buy tickets. You can book them online at koorliny.com.au.
Right.
There's a phone number.
What we can do, we've got the phone number here, which is 9467 7118. That's 9467 7118, and Maggie and Greg will have that number here if you'd like to ring us here on the studio phone, 93649888, and they can give you that information, and also the website as well. The dates of the production, so are they matinees as well?
We have a matinee on Saturday the 21st. We're doing 4 shows over 3 days. It opens on Thursday the 19th of March. Curtain rises at 9:30. We've got 3 evening performances, Thursday, Friday and the Saturday, and we've got a Saturday matinee at 2:30. Okay,
now again, that information, before Brenton leaves us, he'll talk to both Maggie and Greg and give them that information. And so if you want to ring us, 9364 9888, we can put you on the right track for getting your tickets. Last question, Brenton. What do you see as the future for Fremantle Performing Arts?
Our next production will be Dracula. I'm hoping to put that on around Halloween.
Yes.
Otherwise, it'll be a little bit later.
And do you know at this stage where that performance might be?
We're also hoping for Koorliny. It's a beautiful stage.
It is. It's a lovely stage,
Yeah.
and that I recommend people just go along and have a look at it, if nothing else. But the outsiders, that information here, if you want to ring us, and just you might even catch Brenton on the way out as he leaves the studio. Brenton, break several legs, have a good time, and come back and tell us about how the season went when it's all over and you've rested and they've taken you off the psychiatric treatment. Brenton, thanks indeed.
Thank you.
Right, well, we're going to go, because you're from the Fremantle Performing Artists, I think we're going to have a little listen to some Fremantle performing artists. This is from a group called Acid Tea Ukes with Attitude, and it's a number they've entitled Fly In, Fly Out Father. It's written by another Freo resident, Ian Grassick.